Hey guys, how are y'all doing?
John Rhys, so what are the emotions like on a day like this? You got to get the win. You have one of the best performances you've had. It's your last home game. Just kind of what's going through your mind today?
Yeah, hard to put into words a little bit. Grateful, blessed are a couple of things that just pop right into my head. Extremely thankful for the time spent in the bounce house. It's been some of the best times of my life in that stadium, and to play the last one there, bittersweet a little bit, but I'm happy with the way we performed today. Obviously, got to go look at the film and everything, but yeah, it's hard to put into words, but that's my closest to it.
John Rhys, what does a bowl bid mean for you, and how do you think it's going to impact this team going forward?
Yeah. Really exciting. We get one more together. That's what we talked about, man. We just want to extend and play one more together. That's what we wanted to do, and super excited to be able to do that with the guys, and excited to get it going for sure.
John, when you're taking the helm here in this part of the season after the injury, it seems pretty obvious you're much more comfortable with the choices you make running, and when you do slide, and a lot of other things that you see. How much better did you get, do you think, mentally, kind of throughout the season, and what would John Rhys this time last year say about what you're able to do controlling the ball?
It's been one of the things that I've been cognizant of. It's been on the forefront of my mind. You got to protect yourself, but you also want to. I want to be the player that I am, right? And we're still getting back to 100%. Again, I've said it before. It's hard to be 100% with metal on your leg, but credit to Mary and them. We've been just getting better every week and more comfortable doing the things that I do and how I play the game. And so, but yeah, I think I've gotten better about protecting myself, or at least I've tried to. Some scenarios I'm still a little bit silly on my end, but I think that's just, I'm a little hard-headed in that sense. But yeah, getting better at it.
During the game broadcast, the announcer said that this is your last game in any uniform, that you won't be playing baseball. Has something changed since we spoke about it on Monday?
No, nothing's changed. I don't know where they got that from. I want to get through football, right? That's where I'd like to be where my feet are at all times, and so want to get through football and then evaluate everything that comes with it, and then talk about it with my family, and then kind of go from there. But no, nothing has changed yet.
How was this team able to stay together, especially after that huge dip in the middle of the season to what you did this last month?
Yeah, I think that shows what kind of guys we got in the locker room. I've been a part of teams that didn't have success, and then man, it gets ugly. It's hard to come in every day. It's you don't want to be around the guys because some of them are negative. Man, it just shows what kind of guys that we have in the locker room and what kind of leadership we have with the coaches to be able to go through a rough patch and be able to come out the other side an even better team. And so can't say enough good things about the leaders on this team and the leaders and the coaching staff as well.
Kobe Hudson had 6 catches in the first quarter. So what sort of rhythm were you able to establish early with him, and what was maybe the defense giving you as far as his side of the field?
Yeah, he's obviously, as y'all know, super dangerous. Just like all of our receiving core is. And so they were just giving us some easy dink and dunk, allowing us to get the ball into Kobe's hands early with some easy stuff. And so when they do that, we want to take advantage of it and let Kobe do the rest. And Kobe's a special athlete, special receiver. And I think he just showed a little bit of a glimpse of how good he is when he has the ball in his hand, and still battling through an injury. I know y'all see the cord running down from his hip. I've obviously had to deal with that before. You're definitely not the same when you got that strapped to you, but for him to still be able to perform the way he does is pretty awesome.
With this being your final home game, how do you want UCF to remember your time here, and to flip that, how are you going to remember your time on the UCF football team?
That's a good question. I'll always look back at this time of my life and be thankful. Man, all the people that surround myself during this time has been amazing. Obviously not done yet. We got one more, but obviously the flood of memories coming back and the wins in the bounce house are unbelievable. I would want Night Nation on the football aspect to remember me as a competitor, ready to lay it all on the line in any given play when it's needed. But playing quarterback is just one of the things that I do. It's not who I am. I would rather be known as the guy in the locker room that the guys look up to, the Christ follower that was bold about his faith. a couple of things that come to mind of the things that I would want to be remembered as. Quarterback is just one thing that I do. It's not who I am. And I hope that my time at UCF, I've reflected that. Obviously, I want to be the best quarterback in the country, best quarterback in the world. But ultimately, it is not who I am.
John Rhys, 8 straight bowl games for this program. It's the longest streak in the state. Just what does that say about the model of consistency this program has had to continue to win year in, year out?
We said it before the season. UCF has been playing championship caliber football for a long time, and we just wanted to continue that legacy. Obviously, went through a rough patch, and so it made it tough on us. But to be able to grind it out and get to a bowl game here at the end is pretty special of this team to do.
Coming out of the locker rooms, close game throughout the first half. The 3-play drive, how big of a momentum changer was that for not just the offense, but for the entire team to kind of put the stamp on this game?
Yeah, we came in the locker room, had a great plan. We saw that if they were going to be in 2 Mike, we were going to try to get Javon the ball over the middle before he got to the Mike backer, and sure enough, drew it up. You can't draw it up any better. It's exactly what we wanted. Got the ball to Javon, and obviously Javon just do the rest. I'm going to give him crap because he didn't get in the end zone, of course, but that's my job to do that. But yeah, he's special as well. Obviously, I can't say enough good things about him. But then RJ to be able to punch it in there, it's big time. That's how we drew it up, and you can't draw it up any better.
John Rhys, just walking out for the last pregame, like right before you run out, saw you and Coach Gus Malzahn. You kind of had like a bounce. You kind of bounced your head. What was the thoughts going through your mind before you ran out that tunnel with the smoke one last time?
Yeah. He, obviously somebody that has changed my life, given me an opportunity to do what I love to do. I'm ultimately going to be forever grateful for him for giving me that opportunity to do just that. Obviously, running out in the smoke one more time at the bounce house, it's special. Just trying to soak it all in. A lot of times I have tunnel vision of, getting to competitive mode, and all I want to do is, what's the next play? How are we going to execute it? And for a second there, when we were running out, I got to, look around and kind of soak it in a little bit. Really, really special.
You mentioned RJ Harvey earlier. He had a good day today, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns, capping off a great regular season. What's it been like playing beside him?
He's unbelievable. He is one of those guys that, at the beginning of the season, he's to himself a little bit. He's reserved. But, the more you play with somebody and the more you go through stuff with somebody, man, the closer you get. And he's one of my really good buddies on this team. And I'm thankful for him outside of football, but inside of football, he's unbelievable. You read that stat line, and that just sounds like another day for RJ Harvey, but it's really unbelievable. But just goes to show just how special that he is. And, man, I'm glad he's a Knight for sure. Thanks, guys. God bless.